Hello, it's Mr. 3000 GT. Welcome to another episode of Left Behind. This is probably the weirdest one, SmackDown versus Raw. We can see here this car is Tiffany McSolar. Hollywood Tiffany McSolar. I don't know what that meant. She was a face from SmackDown, and apparently I gave her a crowd sign and say, I'd lay Sable on the table. I'm scared to think what happens when I switch these attires, but no. All she did was get some sunglasses. Wait a fucking and ears? Okay. So as we can see, she's wearing like a baseball shirt and a skirt with a zipper in the front. Similar colors, slightly off. Knee pads with stockings of sorts and white shoes. And the stockings end right where the skirt ends. So it's like a clash of endings. And she's got a little checker there. Let's zoom in there. Ooh, look at that. Look at that checkered bracelet. And then this little pink bracelet. And yeah, that is Tiffany McSolar. I wonder why she got left behind. And here we bring another girl in. Her name was Cassandra, and her call name was the Miss. So, the Miss Cassandra. Diva weight. And you didn't really get to assign where they were from, so I never thought about it in my mind where half these people were actually from. So, she had crowd signs of, will you manage me? And this diva can fly? So, I'm guessing I must have made a high flyer, which is weird, because she's wearing slip-on sandals, a watch that looks like maybe it's a ruby jewel, and a skirt that's white, and a chain necklace, a weird halter top thing, a emerald bracelet on that side, red fingernails, and hair's tied up, so who knows? Let's see. Oh, and I gave her goggles. On the height side of things, she's only 5'5", which is apparently up to Big Show's shoulder, but as tall as Rey Mysterio. So that's a 2-foot deficit right there. But yeah, apparently that's Cassandra. I wonder why characters like this were made when I was, what, 13? 12 maybe? And that's how they got left behind. What? Slammer Jammer. And now we are on to Tank. That's his name. I don't actually know that flag. It's not Norway. Anyway, this is Tank. As you can see, Tank, heavyweight. His signs were Eddie stole my car and Hardcore Holly sucks. He has big old face. Standing at a 6'7", so he's a big tank. You can only zoom in at one area. You can't, like, do anything. I don't really know how to do parts. Is it there? That looks a little better, so we can get a look at the face. That actually works, okay. And you can see, for some reason I gave him an eye tattoo. He's missing teeth by the look of it. So I have to dress up head. So we're just gonna figure this, there we go. Yeah, he's missing teeth. Gurky smile, a little mohawk, and a camo. And I used that body armor that armor piece that I use on everyone else, made it transparent for no reason. I don't know the purpose behind that. It doesn't look like it could be body hair, but at the same time, it could have been. I mean, he's wearing camo with flags on the camo, and flags terribly placed on his elbow pads and on his back. I mean, it's something. It was an idea, but it's left behind. That's all I know. Just left behind another one. And on to the next one. Now I'm thinking, yeah, that's an idea. Hillbilly Chuck. He was the freak. Hillbilly Chuck, cruiserweight. And his crowd signs for get a haircut and shave your back. So I'm going to take a guess. You can't even see his back. His overalls don't connect to anything. Or he has overalls, but he has suspenders on his overalls. And he's a big hairy boy by the look of it. Let's see how tall this man was. 5'10". That makes him look huge. It doesn't make him... Its ratios are weird. He probably has no teeth. Yeah, he has no teeth. And he's got his eyes purple? His eyes are purple. Anyway, This was Hillbilly Chuck. I figured Hillbilly Jim should get a cousin. He's wearing a fucking like waist trainer under that. What a miraculous creation I made. I'm assuming. I forgot to show off entrance stuff. But no cutscene, no entrance attire. He was bare bones as it got, just a hillbilly cousin of Jim's. Because Hillbilly Jim was lonely. Need a Hillbilly Chuck to go with Hillbilly Jim. So, no wonder he got left behind. Hillbilly Jim isn't in any games, so how can you have Chuck when you don't even have Jim? Capiche. Next one on our ever-loving list is Maria Colehead, whose also call name was The Miss, who was also a face on SmackDown, who also had the crowd sign, "Will you manage me?" along with the additional "sexy." Oh boy. So, that's her. Baseball player, by the look of it, who had a necklace. She was number 4. But she's like a baseball cheerleader, schoolgirl. She has the pleated, is that pleated skirt? I don't know. But with the belt, nice brown belt. Brown's always a nice color to have for a belt. Pink shoes, socks with the pink strap on the top, pink knee pads, pink elbows, and white. Her colors are white and pink, and a little bit of yellow. As we see, right, just go to teeth, full smile. What a funny face, small little eyebrows. Her eyes are almost purple as well. And funny looking braid pigtails. You can see she's got Thunderbolt. I don't know what that represented, but you can see she played baseball because she has a catcher's glove and mitt. Or catcher's mitt, glove, whatever, and the glove. And she had a big varsity coat in her entrance, which made her boobs look like a mountain and made her look like stocky Stockerton. Like a big, thick girl. But not really, because all my body morphing for these characters look the same. And it was baseball player that wrestled. I mean, gimmicks. I was so into gimmicks at this point. It was just gimmick on gimmick. But anyway, I guess that's why they got left behind. And another one. Get off my screen, Mose. Another one. This one is named The Monster. Didn't have a ring name, but his call name was his name. There was one point where I used call names to make names. I still do it sometimes if I can't find if I can't think of a name, I'll look through a name pool, and at least that way when they come out they can say it. Oh, that's the way it is. I like that I turned off the music, yet it still plays. This ticker on the bottom of the screen still comes up. ESPN presents. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, Monster. Dirty, heavyweight, SmackDown, son of the beast, Hellfire, and Brimstone. This bad boy is 7'2", and he has tribal tattoos on his legs and tights, and he has fucked up feet, and you can't teach that. His chest little thing is the darkest color I've ever seen, and you can't teach that. His teeth are completely red, along with his eyebrows, along with his eyes, and he has blood on his mask, and a big old flaming tattoo on his back that goes over his thing, and you can't teach that. This thing's just grotesque and ugly. Now, for the sake of things, let's play dress up. I can just go to layer list, display. I wonder what happens if we take off the mask. Oh, those are red lips, and he has blue makeup on his face and red hair. What a monster! I mean, his face is so clean. What? Why? I don't know why I thought that was intimidating. Maybe I thought this was, it's probably funnier than it was intimidating. That's probably why I made it. I mean, the guy has cankles that shroud his boots completely, because his calves are so big, they're bigger than his thighs. Like, all the body weight is wrong on this car. His anatomy is off by the nines. Like, the upper body seems alright. Not really. Because his ass is huge for some reason. I don't know why that is. but his abs or stomach's also huge and his chest is so small. I don't get it. I don't know why, but I understand. Left behind. I'm gonna say that every time. Yay. Yeah, left behind. Ooh, ah. Well, we're back. This is gonna be the giant, big boy, big giant, super heavyweight face. I guess he was American and he's evil. What? So, he has the ugliest mullet I've ever seen in God's tarnation. Black paint on his face. Poor man's got wrinkles for life. Let's get a closer look. Black eyes, black eyebrows, big mouth, big wrinkles. Cheeks look like they got ripped from, like, perfectly, not perfect, I don't even know. They look like they got surgically stretched. His jaw is massive. But look at his body. He's got tiger stripes on his arm. He's got wrist or finger tape, all different colors of the rainbow, and a weird red and green plaid thing. I don't know the significance. And he came out with a big ass robe. What was I thinking when I made this? This is wonderful. It's delightful. I'm betting he's also 7'2" because his name's the Giant. Probably inspired from Andre the Giant, but I mean, I feel like I coulda did better than that. But I was a kid. It didn't matter then. None of these movesets probably made any sense. He probably had like drop kicks and arm bars and blockbusters and sling blades, even though they weren't in this. But you know, it's just how it flows. But I'm guessing appearance-wise, it's why things get left behind. It's just the way the wind blows. Here we are. Johnny Estrada. His ring name was 9th degree black belt. In what? I don't know. But he's the samurai, a light heavyweight. Clean, SmackDown. No one is on Raw so far out of these. Crowd signs. Who's the greatest champion? And a match made in hell. Well, he has tattoos of a sword and a thing on his right arm. His left arm, a tiger. A big tiger sleeve. He stands at a 6 foot tall. And you can't teach that. Because heights are genetics. You can't enhance your height. And he's got a little ear piercing. Ah, pretty! He's got like a ponytail type hair, which I thought was cool, but it's not that cool. And we're just looking at him. His face morph, I don't know where he's from. I don't know what I was going for, but like barefoot too. His feet look like stubs. And he came out, and of course he was wearing a necklace. Oh, in his entrance he had a gi. So he's a 9th degree black belt called the Samurai. So he's a karate master, clearly. That was maybe a Ronin, like a karate Ronin, and his name was Johnny Estrada. So therefore, he definitely wasn't Japanese. And therefore, he was probably some different person. See, none of this is confirmed because I never went that deep when I was the youngling. Because you never had a place to put them from. So if you didn't have a place to put them from, and then they never made it through, I think they never made it through just because I was too lazy to like face morph. I think that's the so like I was saying there, face morphing. I'm not sure about it just because maybe that's why I didn't want to carry him over. Like I can understand updating faces in a sense, yes, because you want to make your character look fresh, feel fresh, and have a better texture or whatever. But at the same time, like, unless you're basing it off like an actual person, then it's not too bad if you just use their actual face or as a texture later in life. Because the texture, like the art, looks kind of bad. My faces in future games don't look great, but they're alright. I'm fine with them. They capture the face, the look I was going for on each individual, as opposed to making a new look for them just because to make it look better. I don't know. Maybe that's why this guy got left behind. And the wind blows on. That's what they say, right? No. And we're back. Here we are with Rockstar Phil, whose call name was the Brawler, light heavyweight male, dirty, and on Raw. crowd signs of The Rock and WWE, the people. Let's look at him. So, on his right arm, instantly I see he had the same wristband as the Giant. On his left arm, however, black wrist tape. He has leather pants that have cutouts in them, by the look of it, on the legs, which is weird. And let's look at this dude's face. He had earrings, dreadlocks. I don't know why a Rockstar would have dreadlocks. And he has the same beard as I used as Tank. And he has big shades. Let's see if the shades ever come off. Nope. Nope. He didn't even have an entrance attire. Let's see if I can take the shades off. Good accessories. I thought I didn't go there. I went to display. So yes, take them off in the entry. So this is his face. He's brown-eyed. His mustache is really proficient right in the Hitler spot. But that doesn't matter, I guess. And he's got dreadlocks and sideburns and earrings. He's like a total nu metal look, which is probably what I was going for, coincidentally. But, you know, that's probably why you get left behind. But it is 2017. Nu metal's gonna make a comeback. And it's already started. It's already started. Feels so good to get this. We're on the last one. We're on the last one. Here we are. Name, Dragon. Ring name, Mr. Komodo. Call name, the icon, Mr. Komodo Dragon. As you can see, we already have one problem now. There is no fucking space between the Mr. and the dot. So it's Mr. Komodo. Anyway, heavyweight, male, face, raw, we the people, and the rock, the peace love sign. Wow. Dragon. It fucking says right on his ass, Dragon. And he's got yellow tights. And he's wearing yellow. It's like he's Hideo Itami because he wears yellow. Not at all. Let's look at this guy's eyes. Well, you can see I tried to make him somewhat oriental, which is a stupid thing to say. Try to make him Asian looking. I clearly failed because I didn't even edit the skin color. And of course, like on all my characters, that one beard of the mustache chin combo. Necklace. He has arm hair that seemingly looks like it clips onto his elbow pads. I'm not sure if that's just the elbow texture itself, but he has these cool dragon pictures on him, so that's cool. Cutscene attire, entrance attire, nada, zip, nothing. This dude stands at a 6'2", so he's average Asian dragon. Man, isn't that exciting? I named a character Dragon. You wonder why things get left behind like this. It's because I named them stupidly like Dragon. Other than that, there are characters on here that might get to see a different light of day. So, in the future, we'll see that stuff. The evolution, you should say, as opposed to left behind. There is a big pile of left behind cars I am leaving in my trail. But for now, may the wind and the clouds take you away. Fucking Firefly!